What's up, drum fam? Welcome back. I have been playing drums for almost over 25 years. Yeah, that's really crazy. Over 25 years. And I say 25 years because I really started playing drums when I was like 5 or 6 years old. And about the time that I was 7 or 8, I was already playing drums at my church. And I'm 31 right now, so it's been a really long time. So for many years, people have asked me, how do you become a drummer? And I've never understood how to answer that question. And I've been teaching drums for the last like 2 or 3 years in my private studio. I have like 25 kids. And recently somebody asked me that. He's like, how do you actually become a drummer? And it really got me thinking, because I was like, I don't know how to answer this question. You don't think about drumming as a lame, boring job. It's a lot of fun. I mean, you're literally the center of attention. Who doesn't like being the center of attention? But playing drums is so hard for so many reasons that a lot of people don't understand. So today we're gonna talk about the 5 things that you need to become a drummer. The number one thing that you need is mental power. Yeah, but mentally it takes so much, because you have to handle everything that's going on top of the music and the performance and all that stuff in such a quick, short amount of time. So there takes a lot of mental power. So that means there takes a lot of mental preparation to be able to play drums. Within the mental power, there are 2 things that you really need to understand that drummers need to conquer. The first one is coordination. Playing drums requires a lot of coordination, like meaning between your hands and your feet. I mean, you're playing 4 different things at the same time. It takes a lot of coordination for you to do this. And not a lot of people are coordinated. I mean, I know people who can't walk and not fall down. Like, it takes a lot of coordination. So the number one thing that a drummer really needs to conquer mentally is the coordination of the limbs. The second thing that they need to conquer is independence.
Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
Your hands and feet have the ability to work independently. Isn't that crazy? Like, you are capable of playing a rhythm with one hand and then a rhythm with the other one. Isn't that just crazy, right? It's like walking and talking at the same time. You're doing 2 different things at the same time, but it still flows consecutively. It still flows smoothly. And that's how drumming works. You can play 2 different patterns at the same time and have them flow and be together. So the second thing that a drummer needs to know is hearing, listening. Drumming is so much about listening. I mean, 90% of the job is listening. I mean, and that's in general with everything in life, right? It's better for you to listen than to react. But with drumming, you almost have to listen and react at the same time. Now, playing drums is something fairly new for us. The instrument drums in itself, like the drum set in itself, has only been around for almost 110 years, I think. So it's not even that long ago that we had drummers come out. So like, our instrument is fairly new compared to all the other instruments that have been around for 400, 600 years. So my number one tip under hearing is listening to all styles of music, right? Drumming is versatile. I mean, it fits everywhere. Jazz, pop, rock, hip hop. You can even do it with classical. But the way that you become a drummer is listening to all the styles of the music, because this instrument literally fits in every single style of music. Isn't that crazy? This instrument has only been around for like 110 years and it's already like covering everything. So the second tip underneath hearing is that you're the driving force of the band. So that being said, realize that it's not that you're the center of the band. Okay, I get it. We drummers literally are in the center. We literally sit on a throne. We're like kings of the band. But that doesn't mean that you're the center of attention of the band. What I mean that you're the driving force is that you're the one that's leading the band indirectly alongside your band members. So like, whatever you do has a heavy influence on what's going on musically. So if you do a drum fill that's a little bit rushed, you're probably gonna rush the band. If you play out of tempo, everybody will notice. If you make a mistake, everybody will notice. You are the driving force of the band. Dave Grohl once said, you are only as good as the drummer that you have in the band. So you are the driving force. So it takes a lot of listening power to be able to decipher what's going on musically, and being able to pick up on these little nuances here and there just to make everything work better. And then my third tip underneath hearing is awareness. Be very aware of what's going on around you as a band and as a drummer in the context. You know, if you hear the guitar player is building and just going in, you know, just wailing, you should follow that, you know, because you are the driving force. So help him get there. Help them get to that moment in the music where it's just like amazing, because they can't do it by themselves. That's why you are the driving force of the band. My third point is to work out. Meaning you have to stay in shape. Drumming is such a gruesome exercise. Like, it's literally considered exercising. You literally work out when you're playing drums. I mean, you lose so many calories because you're just putting your whole body into it. It takes a lot of physical aptitude to be able to play this instrument. So you have to work out, you have to eat healthy, you have to stay active. But we drummers have also our own set of exercises that we practice. Just like piano and guitars, they have their scales and other stuff. We have the 40 essential rudiments. And the 40 rudiments is nothing more and nothing less than our routine. That's why it's called a rudiment. It's rudimentary, it's consistent, it happens all the time, or it needs to happen all the time. And we have 40 of them. Now I'm gonna do a whole other lesson on rudiments and how to approach them and how to practice them. But just know that the rudiments are essential for your workout. It's the way that we warm up, it's the way that we speak, it's the way that we express ourselves in the instrument, how we do fills, all that stuff. So if you wanna start working out musically as a drummer, start doing the rudiments. And then my third tip underneath the workout is do stretches. Your muscles do suffer from time to time. I mean, we are prone to carpal tunnel and to arthritis more than any other instrument. Stretching is such a crucial part of working out as a drummer or playing as a drummer. So, you know, just practice basic stretches, like stretching your hands like this, your elbows, your fingers. But stretching is a very important and vital segment of the working out as a drummer. So my fourth topic on how to become a drummer is a lot of practice. You guessed it, there's no other way to become a great drummer or to become a drummer if you don't practice. But how should I practice? Well, I already mentioned some of the ways that you should practice. You should practice hearing, you should practice the rudiments, you should practice playing the rhythms and the patterns. Like when we were talking last week about CCM drumming, I talked about, you know, sitting down and really listening to the music and figuring out the patterns. That's practice. Practice your stretching, practice moving around the drum kit, fast and slow, dynamics. Like if you don't know what any of this stuff is, you know, I'll do another lesson on that, but learn how to play soft and how to play louder, how to play more stronger and softer. Like there's different ways and different touches into drumming. So like you almost have to do a deep dive if you want to become a musician in general on the instrument that you're playing. Number 5 is the attitude. Drummers are the coolest, baddest cats in town, and we know it. I mean, just look at some of the people that we have representing us, like Dave Grohl, Buddy Rich, Vinnie Colaiuta, Dave Weckl. They're all musically amazing, geniuses above and beyond their time. Like the attitude behind drumming is that you are the man. People see you, people hear you. I mean, you're not here to overshadow the band, but you are the man, if that makes sense. So you gotta be able to walk in confidently, knowing your music, knowing your part, and ready to perform. So that's it for today's video, guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Let me know if I missed anything. Love you guys. Peace.